I haven't covered the Atari 7800 in a bit, and I got a new aftermarket game, Venture. This is an arcade port for the 7800, and this is from AtariSales.com. They are a long-standing Atari mail order house and service department. They cover lots of things. Go to their website. And what they also offer is these aftermarket games. And I'm really excited. I'm a big fan of Venture for the arcade. And what's cool about the 7800 version is it includes the arcade version, the XLXE Challenge version, and a 7800 exclusive version, all on one cartridge. This is a budget release. This is $40. You know, AtariSales.com has done lots of these type of budget releases. You know, they really just offer a physical cartridge. You know, aesthetically, they're not going to be like Atari Age. For a little bit cheaper in price, they offer some different games, and definitely worth checking out. And so this cartridge is available by email only, so you have to email the company and they'll get back to you. But anyways, here is the cartridge, and it comes with like a laminated instruction manual. Found that kind of interesting, but it does the job. So people that just want to play a game, and I'm playing this on a modified Atari 7800 that was done by Ivory Tower Collections. Great YouTube channel, and he does wonderful work. And so it looks awesome on a modded. I have a UAV mod for my Atari 7800. So here's the different versions. You can even have a choice of shoot control, hold and shoot, or directional shoot. And so I choose hold and shoot, and there's the arcade version. I'm going to start with that and just show you what this game looks like on the Atari 7800. I think it looks wonderful. And if you're a fan of Venture, simple story, you are a courageous warrior named Winky, and he's ever ready for a true challenge. Well, he has found one. Treasures await, but they are well guarded in dank and dangerous dungeons. Invincible hall monsters and other creatures lurk there and ready for a fresh kill. So you grab the treasure, you exit the room, or just exit the room, and you can then clear that part. And so there's several rooms per stage, 4 levels total. And so the arcade version plays the arcade version of Venture with all the original maps and levels of the game. And so there's different traps, and as you progress, they get more challenging. Really nice graphics, and it plays great and looks wonderful. Definitely looks better than the 2600 version. I know there's other versions of this. Now, AtariSales.com, they also offer some different versions of this game on the Atari computer, as well as Atari 5200. They even have that version of this game. So yes, looks great. And so haven't played this game in a bit, but definitely it's fun. If you're a fan of old school arcade, you are going to be right at home with this. And so progressing nicely onto the final room, the Serpent Room. So many different enemies with different attack patterns, and you know, the difficulty ramps up depending on what version of the game you play. So for sure, this is a challenge. And so the goal is to gather all the treasures of every stage. You can choose which stage you start on, so it's kind of nice for practice. But yes, pretty awesome. All right, let's go ahead and show you the XL and XE version of this game, which is a little bit more challenging. And the challenge plays, so this version of the game was written for the XLXE computer line. It has 4 maps with more challenging creatures than the arcade version, for sure. And I really like it, what they've done here. And for a budget release, you can't go wrong with this. Now, if you're looking for something a little more aesthetically pleasing for a shelf, but if you're an Atari 7800 fan and you want to just play a game, this is well worth checking out. I really enjoyed this. You know, I'm a big fan of the Atari 7800. I have a complete US collection. I've collected a majority of all the homebrews. I've covered this on my channel. I've showed my collection, as well as cool aftermarket games like Rikki and Vikki. But you know, Atari Age has several other aftermarket games that they offer as well that are fantastic. And I've future games that I'm going to show on my channel. But this is awesome. And you know, sometimes it's just fun to collect a game from a company that, you know, sometimes maybe a lot of people out there don't know that Atari Sales is still around. They are. And they offer products, and you can email them and check this out for yourself. But if not, just watch the video and enjoy it. But yes, for sure, having a lot of fun here. Nice to see a new Atari 7800 port being offered. As you know, the 7800 library, it wasn't that big. Wasn't that many games released. And so nice to see a new game come out. And I'm just curious, have you played this arcade game? So I completed a level, and level complete, and then it tallies up all the treasures, and you get a score, so you can play by score. And here we go. So on to level 2 for sure. It gets more challenging, different enemies, different traps, and you can't touch when you kill an enemy. The other thing too, you can't touch the dead body of them, as you will then die and perish. So almost got it there. All right, Nate made it. The overworld map, avoiding enemies, is sometimes challenging. I like that it zooms out. It shows yourself very small on the overworld map. I think that's a cool feature. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Lots of fun. Not the greatest at it, but for sure. So the bonus, the sooner that you can get the treasure and exit to the next room, the better the bonus for sure. But yeah, several lives, and so you know, it's a fun game. It's in the middle for challenges. You know, my only thing is, if you're looking for something that like physically looks better cartridge wise, you may want to not choose this one. But for me, it didn't matter, as I'm such a big Atari 7800 fan. I felt that $40 was a very reasonable price for this. Yeah, there you go. So I get closer to the treasure. Nice sprites, lots of different enemies too, and attack patterns. So I have to wait for the dead bodies to disappear. And then there's like a time monster there. So yeah, you got to watch out for that enemy, and he'll capture you, and then you'll die. So for sure. All right, finally, I'm going to show the final version and the 7800 Challenger version of this game. And this is the most difficult challenge, with 5 maps per level and more menacing creatures than before. I really think that's cool that they added an additional 7800 exclusive challenge mode. Really think that's cool. And pretty much you just start the game, you press the fire button. There is a pause feature on the 7800, kind of neat. And so, yes, note that hull monsters cannot be killed and are therefore invincible. So hull monsters are on the overworld map, I do believe. Some tips I'm just reading the instruction manual. When you enter the rooms, you face the beasts in those rooms protecting treasures. You must get the treasures before time runs out. If you're not hasty, a hull monster will discover you in there. Then you must avoid the hull monster to get out. Then this can be more difficult, as they are very fast. As you destroy the dungeon creatures and collect treasures, your bonuses get bigger, and the treasures will accumulate in the lists in the intermissions. So lots to enjoy here. I do believe that's the hull monster. I got them mixed up with another enemy. But yeah, it's a pretty fun little game, and these are the types of games that I like to play and appreciate. They're not hours on end. They can be, I guess, if you like playing a long game of this. But you know, really, this is just a pick up and play, a nod to a simpler time, an early arcade game, and maybe you're a fan of the arcade. Maybe you didn't even know that there was home ports. Well, here you go, and you have a 7800, often overlooked and wonderful Atari console from yesteryear, and one I really appreciate collecting and playing. So, oh cool. So I killed the enemy, and then the treasure appeared, grabbed the treasure, and then I gotta get the heck out of here. Let's see how far I go. One room left. Oh! Dead. See if I can get it. Let's try again. So one final room. Can I make it? Let's see here. Oh, yep. So So there you go. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you for watching this video, and you have a good day.